Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back with another YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing the best Miner Cycle deck in Clash Royale right now. So it's a 3.0 Miner Cycle deck, and you guys see it has the Earthquake, which helps a lot because there's a lot of buildings in this meta, such as Expo, Barbarian Hut. There's that Mortar Graveyard deck as well that's been trending the last few days. You know, Bomb Tower, Goblin Cage, even against Graveyard it can be good, Skeleton Army, Goblin Gang, anything like that, or even just for Spell Cycle at the end of the game. Miner Wall Breakers are kind of going to be your win conditions. You got two, like solid win conditions to get chipped throughout the game, accumulating damage. And then Hunter, really good versus Lava Hound and Balloon. And then the Knight is just, it's such a solid tank. I mean, it fits in pretty much every deck. A lot of people think it needs a nerf. I agree. It's really strong right now for 3 Elixir. It's so much HP, does a solid amount of DPS, helps tank for, your Wall Breakers, Archers, Hunter. And Archers are just kind of like, you can split them. They do a lot of DPS on defense, and they kind of bait out spells as well. So then you can go in for Wall Breakers. Like maybe someone arrows your Archers, then you can go Miner Wall Breakers, or someone logs them, whatever the case is. Just to show you guys how good this deck is. Second in the world, who's actually Moogie, is using this deck. You have Capgun, who's 7th in the world. He's using this deck. He's just hiding his deck right now. Obviously, he's not using this. This is, not even good in the meta anymore. Royal Hogs, Barbarians. That was like half a year ago. 11th in the world is using the deck right now as well. And then you also have Luce, who is 26th in the world, but yesterday he was actually 1st in the world using the deck. You can see season highest, but he switched to something else probably because he lost a few games. But anyway, really solid deck. Before we get in the first game, if you guys want to support me, you can use my creator code BOSS. Help support me, help support the channel, and I really appreciate all you guys who do use my code. It means a lot. So we're 561st in the world right now. Couple hundred trophies behind our season highest, but there's still 9 days left of the season, so it doesn't really matter. There's so much time. But anyway, if you guys remember my last video, I talked about there being a glitch in Grand Challenges and Classic Challenges. In my Grand Challenge video, I discussed that at the end of the video. I know how to play a Grand Challenge and Classic Challenge with less than 8 cards. There's a glitch right now going on. You guys might have seen it on Twitter or on Reddit, maybe some other social media people doing it. I want to make a video explaining how to do it. I think it would be really good content, but the thing is, though, is because it's 1v1 and it's also a Grand Challenge, Classic Challenges, things that cost gems and are a bit more serious than 2v2, I'm going to ask for permission before I upload a video explaining how to do it, just because I'm asking Drew. I'm going to see what he says. Just because I don't want to take any chances, and if they don't, the devs don't want me like uploading a video explaining how to do it, then obviously I won't. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, this guy's using RG Ghost, really popular deck in the meta. I've made several videos on it, because it's very good. One of my favorite decks to use in this meta. So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead and go for Miner Wall Breakers in the opposite lane. He's either going to Fireball this or go for a Hunter. He's going to Hunter, and we'll see what he wants to do. I'm going to go for a Bomb Tower, and we can go for Die Hunter. Is going to clean everything up. Not really sure why he played a Fisherman, to be honest. We can counter that easily, and then once again, go for split lane pressure. I'm going to go for Miner all the way in the back this time, go for the Wall Breakers, and now he has to defend the Knight as well as... Oh, those are going to... Oh, wow. I thought they were going to connect. Because they actually... Yeah, I thought they were going to, because the Ghost looked like it was going too far away, but luckily for him, it did manage to just in time end up swinging and hitting the Wall Breakers. So far, though, things are looking really good for us. We have a lead, obviously. I'm going to go for an Earthquake. Cycling Earthquakes is really important when you're using this deck because you have a pretty fast cycle, so you want to make sure that you're getting, chip damage throughout the game. I'm going to go for a Knight because I knew he was going to go for a Fisherman, obviously, to try to pull the Hunter. Okay, so nice defense. He's probably just going to bar barrel this, but he still goes for a Ghost because he wasn't confident that that was going to stop it all. Oh, wow. Very, very aggressive RG. We can just go for a bomb tower. And then a knight a hunter as well, just to kind of ensure that we stop everything. And then let's go ahead and go for a push in the opposite lane. We have the archer at half health as well, so applying some good pressure. He used pretty much all of his elixir. I don't think he's going to be able to stop that in time. Yeah, not enough elixir for an Ewiz, so double wall breaker connection in the opposite lane. We're going to go for a knight. We're going to go for a bomb tower. And then we're going to go for archers. Obviously, spacing out the bomb tower and the archers, so he's never going to be able to fireball both of them. And then miner to tank here for this. And, okay, we'll go for wall breakers again to pressure here. Looking really solid going into triple elixir. We just got to keep up what we're doing, not get too overly aggressive, but at the same time, make sure we're applying a little bit of pressure so we can't build up a massive push or anything like that. Knight in the back. Setting up for defense here. We can also go for archers as well. I don't want to pre-place my bomb tower too early, because then he'll just be able to take it out, and then I won't. Well, you just don't want to place it too early. All we have to do is get one more. Oh my gosh. Well, that was a lot closer than I would have liked. I mean, clearly you can see triple elixir's not really the place you want to be, because so we're top 500. Let's keep going. Clearly in triple elixir you can start getting overwhelmed. That's why you want to, get majority of your damage in single and double elixir, because if you're against any kind of deck that has like a heavier average elixir cost, they can eventually build up pushes and break through. So that's why you really want to make sure you're taking advantage of single and double elixir time, because triple can be a little difficult to defend sometimes. I'm going to go for a knight in the middle. That's going to be really nice. It's going to distract the hunter and at the same time take care of the fisherman. Ooh, I thought maybe it was RG again, but this guy's going to go, whoa. I'm going to earthquake that. It's, it's a 3-for-4 trade. We're getting tower damage as well, dealing damage to the Zappies, making it much easier for us to defend when they get to our side of the map. Go wall breakers in the opposite lane. See what he wants to do. He's going to go for... Oh, wow. I'm not even going to bomb tower. I think I'm just going to go for a hunter and a knight on this. Let's go. That's why the knight is so clutch sometimes, because it, tanks for that. And then once again, we have some split lane pressure here. I think I'm going to go in for minor wall breakers in the opposite lane, because he still has that hunter to deal with. Double wall breaker connection. That's what we like to see. He was so low on elixir, because he went in for a... I'm going to let that hunter connect, because I think he's up, I want to say, at least 1 or 2 elixir. So I want to save my elixir. I'm fine taking a hit, since he had damage in the other lane anyway. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I knew he was low on elixir because he went for RG Fisherman and I defended it for 7 elixir, and he still had to address what was in the right lane, so I knew that he was super low on elixir and couldn't defend. So that worked out really nicely. We'll see what he wants to do here. He's just going to let that die. Oh shoot, I forgot that he had a Goblin Barrel. I remember he used it on defense earlier in the game, but I kind of just forgot about it. We're going to go ahead and cycle Earthquake on this Fisherman. We're going to go for a... that's not good. Miner was a little aggressive, but I think we're fine. I don't know why I said that's not good. We're actually perfectly okay. Oh no, he's got the Earthquake? Interesting. This guy's got a very, very interesting deck for sure. I'm going to choose to Earthquake the Zappies. I don't think Earthquaking the Fisherman's nearly as important. Oh wow, good game. I thought we were going to be able to take out the Goblin Barrel a little bit quicker than that, and if we did, we probably would have won because he went all out on offense and we had a counter push coming in, but yeah, that was kind of unfortunate. I don't know. I feel like that Earthquake really helped him. I didn't know he had the Earthquake, but then as soon as he started using it on the bomb tower, things got a little bit dicey. I could have probably, if I'm being honest, played the bomb tower in front of the RG so the death damage actually hit the RG. Sometimes when you're against Royal Giant decks, it's not a bad idea to do that, but with all the other stuff going on, I kind of wasn't thinking of that, and I probably should have, and I could have won had I done that, if I played the bomb tower in front, but oh well, it is what it is. I'll just do that next time. I'm going to Earthquake the Cannon Cart. He might be using Mortar Graveyard. No. Never mind. Mortar Graveyard has been really popular in the meta, so I thought that that's what it was, but so he's using something a little different. I want to Archers. I don't really want to use my log on that because I have a feeling he has Goblin Barrel, so it would be useful to save my log for the Goblin Barrel. Log bait, I think, is pretty easy because you have a very fast cycle, and you're most likely always going to have log for the Goblin Barrel. The only thing that gets a little tricky, though, is if you log the Goblin Barrel always, you're not going to have it for the Princess, which can stay alive forever and get so much value. He also has Cannon Cart, which I think is a little bit of a nuisance, but I think maybe if we log the Princesses and go for Hunters on the Goblin Barrel, that might be our best bet. We'll have to see, though. He's going to go ahead and cycle Cannon Cart again. I think I'm just going to set up for a Bomb Tower. Oh, let's go. Well, that worked out, didn't it? Interesting Spear Goblins. I don't know what the purpose of those were. We're going to go for a Miner just to tank for this Cannon Cart. We're going to go Wall Breakers. One might connect. Oh, both? What? How do they both connect? Well, I'll take it. Go Bomb Tower. I'm going to defend it with Archers. Like I said, if all possible, I would like to use my logs on the Princesses and defend the Goblin Barrels with other things. Knight on that. Archers defend that. Hunter on the barrel, so we can save the log for the Princess, which is annoying, and we want to get rid of it as quick as we possibly can. We're going to go for a Miner in the front like we did before. We're going to go ahead and Earthquake this. Unfortunately, no Wall Breaker connection. Really good Snowball on his end. But we should be fine here. We got Archers and Knight, pretty much everything we need to defend this. He's going to go for a Princess. I'm going to try to get away with Minering it. We'll see if he defends it or not. He's not going to. Even trade, and we get tower damage. Perfect interaction for us. I'm going to do this. That was a bad Hunter. You can actually fully defend the Goblin Barrel with the Hunter, but I wasn't really... I was focusing on the left lane, so I kind of didn't time it right. And that's why you want to save your log for situations like those that'll be really hard to defend without it. That's why you save it. I don't know how that Princess lived, but he kind of lucked out there, that's for sure. We're going to go in aggressively. I think we can Earthquake, and there's no way he's going to defend that. He even went for a Desperation Rocket, but didn't matter. Really nice win there. I think it's a good matchup for us. I feel like Logbait Inferno is probably even easier because you have the Earthquake for the Inferno Tower, obviously. And the Rocket just gets no value for them throughout the game, so they kind of have to play a 7-card deck. And, yeah. Alright, so on to the next game. Another thing I really like using, I forgot if I said this or not already, but another reason why using these decks are like, it's always nice and kind of fun to use these decks is because you have just so much outplay potential, like with any kind of minor wall breaker deck, because not only do you have a fast cycle, there's just so many different things you can do, like, you know, to help you win with minor wall breakers. Like keeping track of cycles is very important, knowing your opponent's elixir, knowing when to go for split lane pressure, like all those types of things. We're going to go for a Hunter on his Spear Goblins, and he's going to go for, okay. Does that fully stop? Yeah, barely fully stops the wall breaker. I'm going to go minor wall breakers. You want to be very aggressive if you're versus another wall breaker deck. That's the way you want to play it. Looks like this could be a mirror match, except he has Spear Goblins instead of the Archers, which is definitely interesting. Okay, we fully shut that down. Let's see what we want to do here. I think we go for a miner in that. Oh, no. He's got something different because he's got Spear Goblins and Skellies. Interesting variant. And he's got a Fireball as well. Interesting. Okay. What are we going to do here? The question is if he has a building or not, because if he doesn't have a building, I don't know if we're going to be able to use our Earthquake effectively. We could just use it for a tower chip, but we'll have to see. I'm going to cycle my Hunter in this lane, because I don't want him to Fireball it and get, like, free... Ooh. Well, that was a pretty bad play on his end. I think he was trying to, like... I'm going to go for a Knight. Earthquake this. Really good Earthquake. And the Hunter should get some splash on his tower as well. That was really good for us. We take the lead. See what he wants to do here. I'm going to make it as hard as possible for him to Fireball both the Miner and the Wall Breaker. So we're going to go all the way in the back with that. We're going to go for a Bomb Tower on his Wall Breakers again. Wall Breakers won't connect, though, because the Hunter is such a good counter to them. But it's a really close game right now. Go for a Log. I don't want those to connect, so I'm definitely playing a Knight. Wow. He had to Fireball those, though. That's good. I had a feeling it was going to be in the front because he played it in the back last time. We're going to go for an Earthquake again. We're going to go for Wall Breakers. He's going to Fireball this. He has to. A good Fireball on his end. We're going to go Archers in this lane so he doesn't get any free log value. We're going to log those. We're going to keep switching up the Miner placement. We're going to go for an Earthquake. He doesn't catch up. He doesn't catch the Miner. One more hit. Nice. Let's go. Earthquake damage is really adding up here. So you can see part of the reason why I'm winning this is just due to the fact that the the Earthquake, of course, does way more damage than Fireball, especially multiple Earthquakes. Ends up just doing way more. That's going to be GG. Nice win there. I think the Bomb Tower and the Earthquake definitely helped us win that. Earthquake and Log over time just deals so much more damage than a Fireball Log. So, nice win there. Let's keep going. We'll play probably 2 more games maybe. I don't know. I'll give this guy the good luck. I guess we can just go for split Wall Breakers to start the game off. I think it's a really good starting play with minor Wall Breakers, or it's just pretty much any Wall Breaker deck in general. He's going to have Archers, so maybe it's Expo. Expo's a really good matchup for us, so I kind of hope that's what it is, but it looks like it's something a little different. It could be Hog EQ. Hog EQ is another pretty popular deck in this current meta, but he's going to have Valkyrie, so I'm not entirely sure what this is. I'm going to go for a Miner. He's going to go for a Miner as well, so maybe it's Balloon. I don't know. It could be Balloon, because we see the Snowball, and Snowball pairs well with Balloon, so I'm leaning towards Balloon, but we don't know yet for sure. We'll just have to see, but in any case, we probably want to save our Hunter and Bomb Towers for his Balloon, because those are our best responses. I'm gonna Knight all the way in the back. I'm not worried about protecting the Archer. I'd rather have our Knight on our side of the map when the Valk and the Knight fight. He is gonna go for a Balloon. interesting miner. He was predicting a hunter. It was weird because I don't even think I had the hunter in cycle, so he wasn't keeping track of our cycle there. We're going to go ahead and do a split lane, mini push here. I don't expect to get a ton of damage, but I'm sure we'll at the very least get... Oh, we end up getting both to connect. I was going to say we at the least are going to get one wall breaker connection, but we end up getting both to connect, so damage on both lanes, which means it gives us kind of the luxury of deciding which lane we want to obviously attack, but yeah, we'll just have to punish him whenever he goes aggressive. Oh, wow. Interesting. He just sets up Balloon in the back. That's a very interesting play. And he's going to have Tesla. Very, very interesting. Okay, so we defend that pretty easily. Gonna just go for a Knight. Could actually cycle Earthquake. I think it's fine. He's gonna get really aggressive now, though. Archer should do enough DPS to take it out, yeah. Good Earthquake value. He's gonna go aggressive now, though. We're gonna block the bridge. We're gonna go for a high bomb tower. Follow up with a hunter. And then we'll go for minor wall breakers. He's going to go for a Tesla to defend this probably. I'm going to Earthquake it. Huh, I thought he was going to Tesla because I knew he wasn't going to be able to stop it without the Tesla. Like, completely. We're going to block it again. We're going to go for a low bomb tower. It's always good to switch up the bomb tower placements so you're not predictable. Miner connects, and the log will finish off the game. We don't even need the log. That's going to be GG. Nice win there. He actually, he's laughing. He actually, what's crazy is he almost took our tower, and he didn't even get a single balloon connection the whole game. That was just death damage stockpiling, and, like, just, I think he got some, like, minor chip, but that shows you how strong the balloon can be sometimes. You can win games without getting a single connection. Just if you're always getting death damage or like snowball damage, minor chip. That's why, if you guys remember my video where I was ranking cards about a week ago, that's why I put Balloon in A tier, and it's honestly very close to being an S tier card. Balloon it's a very good card. You don't even need to get a connection, and you can almost win sometimes. Alright, so this will be our last game. We should find it here pretty quickly, hopefully, because we're not like top 200 or anything like that, so it shouldn't take too long. Okay, here we go. Found our last game. We give this guy the good luck. We have wall breakers our starting hand. I'm probably just going to go ahead and split them because I think it's good starting play. Oh, that's not going to hit them. It doesn't matter anyway. The mortar's already almost dead because the wall breaker's connected, so it's all good. It doesn't matter too much. This guy's got Mortar, Skeletons, Knight. He could be using that Firecracker Earthquake Mortar deck that's been used. It's even been used a couple times and see. Ooh, he's got Rocket. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well that means we have to. The wall breakers definitely have to be on the outside of the bridge when we play them to make it harder for him to pull them to the king. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit difficult. At least I think. I mean, we'll have to see how it plays out, though. He's going to go for a Knight in front of that, probably. Yeah, it was pretty obvious. But there's really no way we could have prevented that from happening. At least we take out the mortar successfully. shouldn't get a single hit, I don't think. Yeah, because the Mortar has less health than Expo, which is nice. So Earthquake Log pretty much fully finishes it off, where on the other hand, Expo gets like so much damage. Here we go, guys. He might go Knight to block. The Rocket Cycle begins. You know what? I'm going to Miner in the back. There's no way we're winning this matchup if I'm always Minoring in the safe spot, because it's like too predictable, and he'll just always catch it. So I got to get the King activated, so I'm free to play my Miner anywhere I want. But guys, this matchup, as I said, is pretty bad, and you guys are seeing why right now. He can pretty much cycle rockets on our tower freely without us being able to catch up on damage. It's pretty difficult. I don't know how we're gonna win this. Although I don't think those archers were very good. Just giving us log value like that. Oh god, he pretty much won. He just needs 2 more rockets. I hate rocket cycle, guys. Oh, I hate it so much. He didn't get a single mortar lock this game, did he? It's just been full rockets. Dang. Yeah. It's, you know, what can I do, though? I feel like I didn't do anything wrong. He just spammed rockets the whole time. But, you know, that's just how it is. That's how Icepo and Mortar rocket cycle work. I mean, it's a, you know, it's a painful way to lose, but, you know, what can you do about it? Not bad, though. Still pretty good video. We got some good games in. You know, we won 1, 2, hold on, can I even count here? 1, 2, 3, 4 games and lost 2 only. So not bad at all. Make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if not subscribed already, and let me know what deck you guys want me to see. You guys want to see next on ladder. Thanks again. Until next time, guys.